All right, joining us now is NSU women's soccer coach Chase Wooten. Coach, just take us through a little bit about how preseason's gone so far and what you guys expect to see this season.
For the most part, we're not too dinged up. Everybody seems fairly healthy. We've got a few little tweaks here and there, but I think that's to be expected when you have 25, 27 girls going through that level of intensity in workout. So that part's been positive. I think they were ready for a break and a day off today, so that's good. But we're kind of getting ready to start, throwing some games in throughout the weeks, and that way we can kind of get a better pulse of where we really stand.
With the upcoming 2015 season, you return basically your entire starting 11 from last year. How important is that to have that continuity in the ladies?
Well, I thought a year ago we certainly showed a lot of inexperience, and not that everybody's a good player. It's just a matter of how well they can play together. Last spring, I thought we took further steps forward and played at a high level. We already look better off, I think, right now than we did at the beginning of a year ago. So when you're seeing that 12-month window of these girls growing up and learning how to play together, just as importantly as their own individual development, part of it is how you put all those pieces together to make them as strong as they can possibly be collectively.
You've been able to lead the program to the MIAA playoffs every year since we've been part of the league for 3 straight years now. Talk about how important it is to have that experience of playoff level soccer.
Each year's different. I thought 3 years ago we made it to the playoffs and we were really fighting to host, and we were able to get that. 2 years ago when we came in second, I think we had a lot of expectations, and we fell a little short once we hit the playoff part of it. And then we turned around, and last year I think we were just happy to make it with such a young team, with no seniors and that type of deal. And so this group, I think, is at a point where we have a level of confidence, there's a level of expectation, but nothing's going to be taken for granted. But I think each year, about the time you hit playoffs, is always a little bit different. I don't think anybody takes for granted that you're just going to magically get to show up there.
Touch a little bit on how competitive is this conference? You have teams that are able to make the NCAA quarterfinals. You have UCO, Southwest Baptist. There's so many good teams in this conference.
Well, this is what I think you start to see, maybe even as far back as 3 years ago. Now we're at a point where teams that are not making the playoffs are beating the top seed teams. And so if you show up and you have an average day, you're going to go down. It is just immediate. You show up and you play poor, you're going to almost have to have luck to come out of that with a draw or any type of result. And so that level of parity is really high. And again, you're right. There's a lot of really good teams in here right now. But the middle and the bottom are strong enough now where on any given day they can turn around and upset somebody. And I think you see that throughout the league, kind of throughout the calendar year.
And last question, you have a lot of veteran seniors coming back. How are your juniors and seniors gelling with your sophomores and your newcomers, your freshmen?
Good question. I think our leadership is really good. I think it's been good for a while. And the nice thing about our leadership corps is they kind of got a trial year a year ago when they were younger kids. I think our freshman class comes in and gives us some depth that we need. I think there's going to be a couple of players that come in and make some immediate improvements to some of the areas that we've got. And we're happy with that. Our sophomores look really good. So their freshman year, when they had to play a whole lot and they were maybe a tiny bit underprepared going into that, it put us at a point now where we're in a good place where I think our sophomores are able to thread in better with our juniors and seniors, and our freshmen seem to be kind of a healthy ingredient to kind of bring in and really make us a much more complete team than we were 12 months ago.
All right, Coach Wooten, we're all really excited to see the women's soccer program this year. Best of luck.
Thank you, us too.